24到25赛季。
Round it off, Drummond grabs it, Drum, the reverse, doesn't go, Paul George can't dunk down. Takes his little bravery and courage, step in front, going the other way, Paul George around everybody.
A way to manufacture some points, whether that's getting to the free throw line.
Cornet, Horford, not that time, he's made 3 of them, batted out to Jackson, and Paul George waiting down court for the slam.
About a 4-second difference between shot and game here. Markkanen on George. PG blows past him. The jump stop and the jam! Members of the Jazz. So we will find out who during our halftime break. Paul George, Paul George the steal.
Jump stop. Nope.
PG soaring in for the...
Defensively, Philly extends out on the perimeter. Even their big man. Just an ill-advised pass there from the corner to the top of the key.
Left a mark and impression.
Tyrese staying in though. Magic 7 of 8 from the floor. Paul George and the Sixers just 2 for 5. 5 games with Jalen Suggs out. A good cut and even better recovery. Maxey gets it into PG. Paul George. Oh, Paul unable to finish at the cut.
Bridges short on that one. Maxey secures it. George leaking out for the slam.
From one of the Royal Cavalier families. We wish Pete the best. Paul George inside.
23到24赛季。
This feels like good things happen when Jeremy makes up his mind.
Westbrook a dunk. See what George does here with Williams in hot pursuit. Wide in for the 2-hand.
Definitely over his last couple seasons.
Oh, Paul George had that in his sights.
George with the steal, stepping in front of Vassell and the dunk. The fewest in his career in any game that he played 20 minutes or more. Paul George with a
6.5 minutes. Caldwell poke 3. Harden, nice lead pass. George got it. Beautiful pass, but he could not finish.
Harden looking for George.
Down the lane, stymied by Collins.
They were one of the best in the league as well, so his background from a defensive perspective, he understands that. You get a stop there, 2 possessions, and you give up a layup.
To Harden. Now George gets past Jokic and throws it down.
As George's pass, or Leonard's pass, nearly stolen. Nice move from George, goes inside, misses the slam.
5. Just waiting for the explosion from Ja Morant, whether or not he has enough energy or not. Nice backdoor cut.
Drives. Paul on Zion, cradles the ball, takes it to the house. George the other way.
To the rim with 2 with the flush. Here and say, hey man, I'm seeing more in you than you're seeing yourself.
Paul George up top from Harden.
From Castlebar and County Mayo in Ireland. There we go. Nice pass right there.
Hudson. That one sails on him, but scooped up by George, and he throws it down.
Oh, come on. Come on.
George has taken the game over. And here he is at the other end. It looked like the Clippers were starting to melt a little bit. George there, just a heads-up play defensively, and then a beautiful stick.
Harden with a switch again on Claxton. That means Plumlee has Dinwiddie inside. George on the attack, couldn't flush it. Nets were below 30% in their previous 10 games before Friday from 3 as Bridges turns it over. Wide open, George to the rim.
Coach, who was a surprising move, they let him go. Adrian Griffin, and now whoever takes the job is Paul George.
Offense can be. This is about as close as you want them. Crowd has been out of the game. Risky pass down court to George for the flush. Timeout, Boston.
Will give them a chance to play with the pace they want to in this game. They want to run even though they're on the road with the Clippers, but they got to do it smartly. Instant hustle by the Pistons in the hustle department. That's why they're in this game. I know they let it for a while, but they still got a chance. To finish the deal at the basket. It's a rare combination of size.
The lead commander, so to speak, and he's taking the shots that the defense give over.
As good as, oh wow, George, easy pick, and George!
And see, there's a steal. Paul George knows it's going back.
And I think to your point too,
If he's not moving close, Ballmer.
Oh, you retape an ankle that fast, or did he just heal?
Oh, what a move!
George goes right by him as well. Paul George guarded by Naz Reid. Still trying to give it a go with that bad ankle. George missed the dunk. Already got one Thunder jam and almost had another here.
Oh, he was trying to make posters to sign at half.
Offensive rebounds and the putbacks are plentiful.
George, the runway is clear. Cocks it back and punch.
For him, he is on the trip. George attacks and flushes it in.
Back to Reid. Reid lost it. Kawhi knocks it ahead to George. 2-on-1. Paul George.
Oh, Paul George read that play. The steal and the dunk.
That's first.
George from the wing to the lane, blocked by Bamba, recovered by the Sixers.
Max Strus, he's been a terrific rebounder over the last 2 contests. Here tonight, he's dished out 9 assists as George.
Like I say, George is trying to fight down into that lane.
Garland lost the handle.
Jumped around. Frank Vogel went small. Clippers have had big leads against the Suns this year as Paul George leaks out.
Offensive rebound. They got to get a defensive stop and get out in transition. George right around Luka and it gets denied. That could be wiped away, but you just don't want to keep giving him that buffer. Well, another beautiful play.
He's aggressive, attacking, and getting the offensive rebound.
Nice pass. George stuffs it.
George attacks.